Hello, this is Brian Resney, President of Resney Wealth Management. I'm bringing you an important update about the economy and the investment markets simply to help you better your portfolio and your retirement. You know, we continue to receive dozens of phone calls and emails every single week from radio listeners, and not only just general questions for the radio show itself, but also people just like you really looking to make a change of investment firms and really looking for that objective management. I think the most important thing that I would tell you today is you need to make changes to your portfolio when appropriate and when necessary. And that's really where that detailed investment strategy comes in. We've seen a lot of stuff on these budget talks. As far as I'm concerned, most of these politicians are a bunch of, I hate to put it bluntly, but idiots. There are a few good ones, but the vast majority of these politicians I don't agree with. They're politicians. They don't know how to run the country. And unfortunately, they've created a lot of the problems that we are all facing today. I have no doubt today that the budget limit will be passed ultimately by the Senate and then signed off obviously by the President. I have no doubt in my mind of that. I think ultimately, though, you got to get the fiscal house in order and get a balanced budget and really grow this economy. But ultimately, what investors have to realize is the United States, while I love the country and I think it's the best place in the world to live, I think it's better days of real growth, of a real growth economy like we saw 20, 30 years ago, are probably not going to be there simply because we are a debtor nation, because we are a mature economy, because of the aging population and the cost around Medicare and all and so forth. So when I look at these scenarios, I look at what areas truly not only for income purposes for our clients, we do manage a lot of income portfolios and more conservative things for clients, but not only income, but also the growth aspect. And I've talked about this a lot. Specifically on the income side, investors need to realize the United States is not the only place to buy high quality bonds. There are high quality bonds and fixed income investments throughout the world. There are many AAA rated countries out there and AAA corporate rated bonds outside the U.S. And I think these offer attractive yields much better than even the U.S. does in certain areas. But investors continue, from the calls we get and the questions, continue to focus on the U.S. as the primary place to invest. And I think you got to diversify. And again, it doesn't matter if you're 85 or you're 25. I think investors would greatly benefit from a better diversified portfolio, and more importantly, making changes on a non-emotional basis and really building a portfolio. I had a gentleman that called us last week, and we get these calls often. Nice person looking to hire our firm to manage his money. He really got kind of fed up with the whole shenanigans of the brokerage firm that he worked with. And he was there for a long time, but he said the bottom line is changes were really never made. And he says every time a change was made, it was only because I kind of forced the hand and said, hey, when are we going to make some changes here? Because an investment we've been in for 6 years has been just lousy. He talked to them about the fiduciary questionnaire. They refused to sign it. And he said that was really the end all for my relationship with that brokerage house, because I finally started to realize, not only with what you educated me, Brian, on your show, about what a registered investment advisors and a fiduciary relationship, I finally realized I didn't have that at all those years. And really, while the person I was working with was nice, really wasn't cutting the mustard. And the catchphrase that probably hit me the hardest was, hold on, things will come back. I can't tell you he told me how many times he heard that over the 20-year or so period he worked with this particular firm. And he says the bottom line is things just did not go overly good for me and my wife. And they said now that we're in our 70s, we're looking at maybe another 15 years down the road, we really need to take care of ourselves instead of this person that we worked with. And I realized that. And I go back to this whole scenario when I talk to investors every day. Investment strategy, folks, in writing. What do you follow? Are you researching? Are you making those changes when necessary? And it doesn't mean you're making changes every day. But again, you need to make those changes when that change is due. I continue to see the economy lackluster in the U.S. for a long, long time. The housing market's continued on a downslide, and that is really going to be a problematic issue for growth in the U.S. economy. I continue to see massive amounts of debt that will take decades to pay down and get a balanced, real budget in place. It's going to hurt the U.S. economy on the growth. Not that the U.S. doesn't have pockets of opportunity. But again, it's not the only place to invest. I hope you enjoyed this video. As a big announcement, many of you probably realize that we did open an additional office in Naples, Florida to service really the Marco Island and Naples area. We continue to get clients and referrals from that area. And I'm glad to announce that Resny Wealth Management, myself specifically, was named as a 5-star manager by Chicago Magazine, or a top advisor. We like to always get awards, obviously, but the bottom line is, if we do a good job for our clients, that makes us happy, and it comes through the form of referrals. If we can help you with your portfolio, if you're dissatisfied with the results you're getting, or really just a lack of objectivity in the portfolio, call us. Sit down with my firm. Let us help rebuild your portfolio. We're always looking for new quality clients, people we can generally help and really satisfy over the next long-term relationship. Give us a call. We'd love to help you. Until next Sunday show, make sure you have yourself an extremely profitable week.